Just, Pastor Ken's doing it this week.
Okay.
All right, this is just a real quick run through of how to get the video production equipment up and running for Sunday morning service. This setup, we're not going to have any PowerPoints or any kind of transitions. This is basically just to get a recording. So first thing, once everything is up and running, booted up, computer has to be on, and there is a power strip back here, if you can see it, that gets turned on.
Okay.
That will give power to the video mixer and all the monitors, and I believe the camera as well. So once you get up,
So that's the first thing to hit in the morning.
That's the first thing you want to hit in the morning. In this case, I'm going to leave it on.
Okay.
For this weekend. The only thing I'll do is turn off the screens and then just come in and
Okay.
turn them on.
So we're just turning on the screens basically when we get here.
Correct. So the password to log in here, you want to use the production username. The password is the same as that computer over there.
Gotcha.
1V4 capital A, S capital A, lowercase o, and a capital G. Oops, apparently I can't type. Number lock. Number lock.
Ah, number lock.
This also will not be a demonstration to set up the live stream. It's probably a little bit too much for
Okay.
someone who's not familiar with it. So, at some point it will boot up here.
So at this point, you've taken the hard drive.
Yes, the hard drive's been disconnected, put into the shuttle. See here, this part's the hard drive right here, and then the spacer goes in on top. That just keeps the hard drive from flopping around inside there.
Okay.
Well, first thing, once you get the computer up, you're going to want to come over to the camera, pull the lens cap off, sit it on the desk somewhere. Here on the front of the camera, here's the power button on the bottom right. Turn that on. It's ready to go.
Okay. Wow.
You can control zoom and focus from the camera. We have this thumb controller here. In and out on this lever will zoom in and out, and then these two buttons here are the focus. So if I zoom in like that, I can hit this button and it will focus. Same thing going out. The further you pull the button back, the faster it zooms. So if you want a slow zoom, you just have to push it a hair.
Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
you can do the fast zoom.
And usually any type of zooming or zooming out requires a focus?
Yes, it's not an auto-focusing lens, so if you zoom in far enough, you will have to focus it,
Okay.
and vice versa when you come out.
Okay.
I don't think the lenses that, I don't think the power lenses that let you use one of these have that ability.
Yeah.
So for one of those, it would be like a manual zoom, which you'd have to turn this thing to get it to zoom in and out, and that's no good. So
Okay.
mainly because with the power lens, we can control it from the computer as well.
Gotcha.
If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be able to do that. That's why we went with the power lens. So the
And then
camera's,
Yeah, and
camera's
then I'm
set up,
seeing.
ready to go. Here's your interface from all of your inputs, and I'll go through those here in just a minute.
Sure.
Turn the camera on first. Then you're going to come to the start menu and go to this ATEM software control right here.
Okay. So Steve, this monitor over here, that was when you just turned it on, that automatically comes on?
Yes, this is a static thing that's coming out of the video mixer. It's basically to keep an eye on everything. Here is the camera switcher software, or not the video mixing software. This is what controls the video mixer. So what I'm going to do, since we're leaving it on, I'm going to set it up basically how we would run it, and then since we're not doing any transitions or anything, it's basically really going to be just hitting record on the disc and someone manning the camera and just making sure everything's okay. So,
Okay.
real quick, in case something goes haywire, I'll basically show you what you need to do. So here, this program panel right here are basically the inputs that are being actively recorded.
Okay.
So in this case, we want to be clicked on camera 1, which should... adjust these. For some reason, some of these settings here for the camera get a little bit mixed up, but I'll go through that as well. Okay. So here you'll have this on camera 1 on program. You'll see that pop up here on program.
Okay.
You'll also see it pop up here on HyperDeck Shuttle 1 because the program is what's being fed from the mixer to the shuttle deck, which is the recording.
Okay.
The shuttle deck 1 is an output from this, basically, so you can confirm what is being recorded.
So program's telling you what it's sending to the
what
to
it's
the
sending
shuttle.
To the shuttle. HyperDeck is what the shuttle is seeing.
Okay.
And it'll also pop up here in camera 1. So basically, you'll have the same image in these 3 spots. Right now it's dark because I need to adjust some of the camera settings. What we're going to do so that we can get our logo down here is upstream key 3 right here on the right. Palettes tab, upstream key 3. And our fill source, we want to use Media Player 1. Then when you go over here to Media Players, expand Media Players, MP1 is Media Player 1. Oh, wait a second here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to restore the settings from the last service. It's basically what it.
Okay.
So when I hit the restore,
Yeah. Oh.
all the settings that we had set the last time it was used are
Just
what gets loaded into the software. So now you can see everything kind of. The camera settings already changed based on what we had it set the last time. So here, program, you're going to hit camera 1. You can see it changed to the camera 1. For media player.
Oh wait, okay, I missed that. What you said for program and.
Yeah. So when it restored, it was like that.
Yeah.
With the MP2 selected.
Okay.
So you can see here on the program, that's what's being sent out. When I click on over here, cam 1, you see it switch. So now what the HyperDeck, you can see here,
confirming that.
The HyperDeck is seeing the camera. These two are what's loaded in the media player. So you'll want Media Player 1 with this blue with the logo down here.
Okay.
And when you hit on air, now it pops up. So now...
Oh, I missed where you hit on air, I'm sorry.
Right here in this, where it says next transition, and you have this background, key 1, key 2, key 3, and key 4.
Okay.
You want to make sure key 3 is checked, and then you hit on air here. And that's basically putting this...
That logo on the bottom right.
Since we put this in upstream key 3, Media Player 1, now it's going to show that there. The logo's on the bottom right. And
now that, like the way you just restored that, will that have to be done in case for this particular Sunday?
I'm going to leave this open so that it shouldn't have to be.
Okay. So like unless we got like some power failure.
Yes, it really, yeah. That would be the only thing. If there's a power failure, it would all get reset. You would just go up here to File, Restore, and then actually it's auto saving every once in a while, so you could go back to, I think what will happen is since it's going to be on the whole time, it'll show 728, 720, it'll just keep making a new auto save every couple of hours. I don't know how often it does it. Maybe every time a change is made, it auto saves it or something like that. But you could go back to the latest one, hit restore, and this will flash and everything will go back to the way it was.
Okay.
So camera 1, key 3, on air, and that's basically what you'll need to get the recording.
Okay.
When you're ready to record, here this is deceiving. These 4 lights indicate the battery. There's a battery inside here.
Okay.
And it will confuse you because you'll think it's on. It's not on. You have to hit this power button right here.
Yeah, it's catching where your hand is. So.
Let me put some light on that with my hat. Better. So here's the power button right there, the first one with the little circle. You'll turn that, push that,
and then another.
and then this light comes on, and then at some point, I think once it checks the hard drive, I think the stop light will light up.
Okay.
Yep. So now it's ready.
Yeah.
Now it's ready to record.
Now, is that the issue that it would have those times that for the guys, they would like the hard drive would give them some issue?
Probably.
It never got to that point.
Right. So then the record button's all the way on the left.
Yeah.
So you just hit that and it turns red, and as soon as that it's recording.
Okay.
So you won't see any indication on this screen that anything is happening. It's just
seeing that
seeing
down
that
there.
red thing is lit up. So that's really it.
Yeah. And then I see a little blinking.
Yeah, I guess that's activity. Yeah, that's activity on the hard drive.
Okay.
So.
And then just a stop button when.
Stop button when you're done, and that's it. Then it's ready to go.
Okay, and then to eject
it, I would just turn it off first.
Okay, and then it goes through a shutdown.
Make sure it finalizes whatever recording is on there.
Okay, so that's hit. So once it's stopped, hitting the power button starts the final.
Yeah, I think you have to hold it. There it goes. Hold it, it shuts off, and then you just grab the hard drive and pull it out.
Oh, so there's not like any extended finalizing time?
I guess not.
Okay.
So that's really about it.
Okay, now